Evening, everyone. Welcome back for another episode of Our Darker Purpose. It's been about a week since I've put up an episode, and I've been dealing with what was happening over the weekend. I had a couple things going on. One was me and the wife's anniversary was on the 31st, so we dealt with that. The other is an unfortunate bit of news, which is that little homeless kitten we found wasn't exactly homeless. It just didn't have owners that took very good care of it, as far as we are concerned. They apparently jumped in a car, and the owners didn't notice it until the day after it was lost. So they came to pick it up on the following day. So they came to pick it up Thursday. And that was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad day, needless to say, for a couple of reasons. I understand, it's like, it's your cat, still, but I have since wrote a letter offering to purchase said cat from them. Hopefully that works out. Anyway, let's talk about ODP for a bit. So, I've also been trying to, as I might have told you guys already, maybe not, I'm trying to locate a way to find out what happened to the developers of ODP, Avidly Wild Games, whether they simply disbanded after Our Darker Purpose was finished, or are working on a new project, anything really. So far, no luck. Their Twitter still hasn't been really looked at since the 6th of March, as far as I can tell, or 7th of March, sorry, since the last update. I hope this just means they're working on something huge, or else it feels weird that they just kind of up and kapoofed. Yeah, that's the word I'm going to use, kapoof. It's like Kapoo from Moogles, but, poof. So, the Vanishing Act that they just suddenly whooped kind of makes me worry. There was nothing good on this floor. I'm hoping that it is just something, that they're working on and not any problems. Although, I know that it could be either. There we go. So, Our Darker Purpose seems to have run its course. And what I mean by that is that until we hear back from Avidly Wild or hear anything from them, I think this is as far as it's going. The last update, which it's really weird because that update was on, like I said, March 7th, which is basically a month. I want to say a month. Yeah. Basically almost a month after its official release, and then nothing. Now, I'd like to think that most games a month out would have something happening for them, but nowadays I'm pretty sure that a month out doesn't mean much. I mean, we get patches all the time for stuff, no matter how far of a month out they are. There was just that recent patch for Forsaken World, which definitely has been out longer than months. But then again, remember, MMO to single player game. I'm hoping that they do something though, because I think they didn't. I don't think the Kickstarter obligations were all finished. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't think the Kickstarter things got finished. Most of them might have been just, hey, here you get all these skills for free. Like, there are people who started with power and whatnot because they donated to the Kickstarter. Having the extra classes and whatnot. I don't know, I just feel like this needs more. It needs more work. It's okay, it just needs to be polished, right? I'm not saying it's bad. Just that it could be better. That's all. Anyway, I'm thinking of hosting another Dark Duets soon with our good friend Swingaroo. And he's been doing a lot of other things as well. If you've wanted to go ahead and watch his streams and whatnot. But he's the one person I've done Dark Duets with so far. I'm thinking of starting up another one. I do have to, the Movavi video capture that I had was a trial. That's why it had the giant watermark on it, for anyone who actually watched the Dark Duet. And that was because I couldn't find any splitter, like split screen function on Windows Media Player or Windows Movie Maker or anything like that. So I had to use what I could. Later this month, in fact next week, around this time, I shall be all by my lonesome. The wife is taking a trip to Oregon to visit our daughter from the 10th to the 23rd. So I get to run the house for a while by myself. I know, I'm scared too. It didn't work out as well as I thought. I was trying to get Sudsy into the candelabra flames, but it didn't work out for what I could do. I got 2 wealthies and the 2 big. I'm gonna do 2 bigs. We're gonna be pretty big this this run, and I'm not looking for tokens like as a constant. He's gonna die because, yeah. Unfortunately, the candelabra makes it almost impossible to get those guys to follow you around because they'll die too often. It was made to destroy people chasing you, and if that's the enemy's function, he dies. Let's go get this chalking an arrow. I don't like the chalk arrows. I really don't like them. They are pretty useless to me. I've never actually even had them hit something, I don't think. Maybe in an earlier playthrough I did. But as far as I know, they're pretty useless. Oh, thank God, a sock puppet. So we're doing pretty well. I will thank the fragile glassware for that. We have good damage, but the fragile glassware makes it excellent damage. Since it's powering everything up. Is this going to be the frozen few? Because they're talking about the freezer. Wouldn't be too far-fetched. But yeah, so I'm hoping to do a little bit more in terms of gaming coming up here. If you saw, my latest thing I'm doing is The Wolf Among Us. I recently purchased that thanks to Steam sale, and I like it. I do. I'm usually I like games with choices, and where it seems like they affect the thing. So far, I've seen that it kinda does, and it kinda doesn't. You know what I mean by that? Like, there are some things that no matter what's gonna happen, because it's been scripted out to play that way. Such as, spoilers if you haven't watched yet, when I grab the when you first fight the woodsman in the prologue, which maybe everybody's seen that, so there is no way to stop yourself from going out that window and onto the car. Every choice does that. Every choice breaks Toad's car. However, there are some things that I've done that I didn't think were something that happened, like actually rescuing Prince Lawrence from death. That was a good one. I was like, really? Because I thought he was dead. I thought that was it. He was going to die, you know. Although I didn't get him the letter, I guess, then. From Faith. I'm still on episode 1. I'll probably put up the next parts coming up soon. Maybe tomorrow. Because that's something I want to do with the wife before she gets gone. Is get at least a little bit further. As for the rest of my life, work's been going good. I'm actually doing pretty well with it. Ha! Take that, you little freak. Is he gonna pop up here? 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 No? There we go. I took some damage there too. How's my glassware looking like? 16. Alright. Looking okay. I'm amazed at myself right now for keeping it since floor 1. Oh, dang it, I was really hoping that the birds would take him out. I mean, they took everybody out in this room. Oop, oop, oop. The smiley face is a definite we need because, well... Oh wow, I took out the guy up here without him actually even letting anything out. But the smiley face is definitely something that you should get when you can. Anything that increases a crit is very, very useful. Especially, even if you have the fragile glassware, because, let's face it, at some point in time, your glassware is breaking. If you can make it all the way without the glassware breaking, I commend you. You are a better person than I. I was really thinking that that would miss me, because I was going down so much. But yeah, I definitely cannot keep this 80 hit point glassware going the entire game. I mean, that would be one hell of a thing, right? Beat the game without getting hit. How's that? There I have without juice boxes. But how's the without taking over 80 points of damage? You know? Non-renewables are still probably one of the more useful things. Oh, this is sucky. But I'll get the Capulet code because it's more of an instant gratification. The unbearable interest of being okay, but it's really like trying to yell at me. It's like, hey, you didn't take coins and punishment. Neener, neener, neener. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. The other thing I like about having a high crit and criticism, if you have criticism and the fragile glassware, you basically have given yourself a sensitive floor on every floor. That's right, I bought the smiley face from here. What else was there? The annoying metal puzzle. That's actually pretty good too. If you get that plus the cat's cradle, enemies get very slowed down. I was reminded of a bunch of things, or I've been reminded of a bunch of things while watching the wife's Binding of Isaac plays that she's been doing. One is, I'm reminded of how nuts it is when you get a slowdown item in Binding of Isaac, like the radioactive spider or the mom's contact, because they work on bosses. I can imagine in this game that if you had something like the annoying metal puzzle and it worked on a boss, it would make everything so much easier. I'm not going to be able to get the annoying metal puzzle unless for some reason Woundwort Fortress drops 3 tokens. And at most I've always seen it drop 1. Alright, so Woundwort Fortress got beat. It's an A because I'm being awesome. Of all these, I'd go to a gluttonous one. I'm kind of annoyed. I think that because I killed Goneril first, I didn't get the experience from Woundwort Fortress. The main thing I think I've discovered, and this is after a bunch of trial, error, and discussion and noticing things, is that the hardest part about this game is not the enemies per se. The hardest part of this game is the experience table. Okay? Now, you may think that that's kind of a weird thing to say, but if you think about it, it isn't. Let's say that instead of an experience table as it is now, we take it like how Isaac is, where you get a item in every level, one item at least. Same thing here. Sometimes you get more, depending on how high you are in Edgewood. Or even more than that, depending on crowns and item drop lottery. Which, the reason I have both is because I like the fact that that makes it so there will always be 2 champions on a floor, no matter what. I think there's still a guy. Nope. Okay. And I know with Woundworts, there's the incredibly likely chance that every champion is just going to be him. The Hudson Duster, Tabula Rasa, yada yada, Old Smoky. Cursed Art Supplies, which I haven't gotten in a long time, the 5% chance of instantly killing. I actually really like the Cursed Art Supplies. We're gonna get ourselves a crab. In hindsight now, I should have bought the turtle, but then again, if I would have bought the turtle, I wouldn't have been able to buy the smiley. Hindsight is always 20/20. But anyway, let's say that instead of a experience table, if you got a level up after every killed boss, okay? 1, you wouldn't be strong enough to face the other bosses, probably. 2, it would really be kind of annoying trying to... It's like, especially with the fact that you'd be stuck with getting 1 perk per level. That would be kind of annoying. But what I mean by the experience table, and I'll get back to my main point now, the experience table being the hardest thing, is that it forces you, in a way, to continually run through floor, or through areas. And enemies, they do start giving you more, but sometimes it doesn't seem like they give you enough. Experience, that is. Let's take the first couple enemies, for example, the Brugg Runners, or let's compare the worst experience giving enemies in early game to the best. This would be the trash cans. The Brugg trash cans compared to the spider desk. Alright? Now, when I kill a trash can on floor 1, ooh, nice. They really are mad at me for not taking coins and punishment. But anyway, back to that thing. When I kill a trash can on floor 1, it gives approximately 79 to 78 experience. You saw the Feral Bruggs right now gave me 79 to about 81. 82, I think she said. Let's check. Yep, 82. Now comparing that with, like, say, the Capulets or the Gifted and whatnot, it doesn't really add up. Although I suppose that goes without saying that enemies of higher merit give you a higher experience. Oh yeah, look at that damage. God, I love doing this. But I still wish that enemies' experience scaled better. I don't think it scales as well as it should. Oh, now they're gonna hit me for not getting the importance of finding tokens because of my thingamajigger. If you don't mind, thanks. Thanks. There's one thing I might do in this game that I was thinking about. I was like, if there's one thing I would change, okay, just one, like if they gave me an option, what would I do? I would make it that every level up that you get in this game, and this might be kind of a cop-out, okay, for some people, but every level up gets or nets you at least 5 damage. Okay? Like, not as the perk, plus 5 damage, but as the, ooh, just as, hey, you're level 2, your damage goes up. God, they really, oh my god, they're mad at me. They are so mad at me. Ooh. Wonder how many tokens I'll have by the end of this. Things keep yelling at me like this. Grab the student treaty so that can never pop up again. Thought that was the boss door. Anyway, but yeah, let's have it so that you get damage up every level. At least 5. Okay? Maybe you could even say damage plus level equals X, where X is the level that you obtain. This would mean at level 2 you gain 2 damage, level 3 you only gain 3, 4, 5, etc. In the end, that would make you, let's see, level 3 you would have gained 5, then 4 is 9, 5 is 14, 6 is 20, 7 is 27, 8 is 35. Okay, so by the end of level 10 you will have surpassed, yeah, by level 10 you will have surpassed how much it is if you only got 5 per level. Had to do a little grains and, or the grain and chessboard thing there, which is a great math problem that hurts my head every time that I try to think about it, because I unfortunately try to solve it in my head. And my brain hates me for it. Anyway, right now I'm wasting juice boxes because there's a couple dozen on the field to get more hit points so that I can gain more life from my secret voice recorder when it finally comes time for it to be more useful. There we go. Where is that other egalitarian dispensary device? Nope. Woo! Oh, look at you. Miss me. Now you gotta miss me again. Lobster. We gotta draw it because we can. I'll buy one juice box because that way I can drink it, get extra hit points, and still be able to collect those 3 juice boxes on the field. Ah, I thought that I was close enough. I didn't mean to dance at it. Oh, I don't want any advice. Go away, desks and furniture. Alright, let's check. What do I got here? Pretty good. My damage sucks, but the fact that I crit is what's keeping me alive. 33. 33 hit points left on that, huh? Well, I kind of guessed it was going to be you. I swear he's been showing up the most for me as of late. And it's really annoying, but maybe I'm actually learning how to fight him too. I don't think he should have as many hit points as he does, though. He seems to have way too many because, you know, he's a boss that just uses up your health items. Kind of like the Winged Overseer. The Winged Overseer makes you use so many of your health items because there's no way to really deal with it in a good fashion. I wish there was a way to have these rooms be stuff like sensitive or too big or too small or leaderless. But that would, I think, throw off the... Shoot. There's 7 damage. I'm getting close there. That would throw off the credit gain from them. Ooh, a shoddily copied coin. I have 11 pieces of chalk. And no emptiness. That's kind of sad to me. Yeah, emptiness would be fantastic. I haven't used the emblem in like forever. And there's Regan already. Now, I didn't think that I'd actually be able to get here with the fragile glassware intact, by the way, from floor 1. I expected to lose it sometime around floor 4, maybe Suna. But since we have it, we have to go. I mean, it's the only reasonable thing. Oh, she's already at this version of her. That's annoying. And not at all what I expected. Okay, so we still have the fragile glassware. We're going to leave Reagan alone for now. I have to search the rest of this floor. Why? Because... How much did we take from her? Ooh, it's almost broken. It'll break the next time we get hit that we don't dodge. Even resisting would not save this thing. Although, I do have to admit that the last couple floors, I've forgotten that I have Dive Bomber Crows. When they upgraded the emblem to its new ability to shoot like 10 of these guys, or 8 of these guys, or whatever number it is, I can't count. They really made it an awesome ability. That would have been useful, but we didn't need it. Alright, so I've been trying to figure out how the Thundercloud works, and I have figured it out after a bit. Whenever, you know how you can destroy projectiles and crap with your chalk, right? Well, when you destroy it with your chalk, that's when the lightning shoots. So for every projectile that your chalk destroys, it shoots out a lightning bolt. Very useful against things like the Leafy Oversight. If you just face tank it with a thing of chalk and all of a sudden everything blows up in his face. Oh goodness. How many of you are there? Just 3? Okay. I thought there might have been a special one because of how many ice blocks flew at me, but I guess I was just being crazy. Nice dodge. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. You know what I'm really looking for is the dispensary machine. Since it wasn't next to Reagan, it's in a weird area. There we go. Also, I'm trying to... This is the furthest I've gotten without someone actually dropping a Prodigal Photo album on me in a long time. Usually they drop it by now. Somebody has. Whee! There's something else I've also noticed, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Okay, so this has happened a couple times. Look at the map, everybody. It's full. I've searched everywhere. And there is no dispensary device on this floor. It's almost like this floor hidden is wealthy. Okay, there's a wealthy attached to this floor. But there isn't. So I have no idea what happened. Look, no device. Let's look at that again. No device. And just make sure I haven't gone. Okay, and I'm done. Too small, pitch black. Of all these, I'm gonna go to the too small one. Ah, I thought I dodged it. I really hate these snakes. I think I hate them more than some other things, mainly because their attack pattern is totally random, as opposed to kind of random. What I mean by that is the area that the fireballs fall down is not as easily determined as, say, where the chairs fall down from their earlier incarnations. See, every time a projectile is destroyed, a thing appears. There's the prodigal. Took long enough. The prodigal photo album kinda helps with the experience gain. Because the 50% increase. Shit. I forgot that you were opening. Or I forgot that I couldn't crit you all the time anymore, at least. My roly-poly still here? Yeah, he is. But yeah, Prodigal Photo Album kinda helps with the experience gain. I'd almost say they should add another class that is basically like study hall or something that gives you extra experience. And I'm not saying like line cutting where you instantly jump to level 2. In fact, you could put line cutting in. You could just switch out line cutting for the new class, per se, because what it would be is just something that has to focus your concentration, okay? And line cutting already basically says that it does that. Oh, come the fudge on. Music notes. Music notes I hate. Their confusion lasts so fewer than any other confusion. Hey, here's something we haven't seen in forever and a day. The Scepter of Discipline. I used to get this back in the day quite a few times. And then something happened to it. It just never showed up ever again. We're going to stand right next to him. Pop up there. Those girls aren't the worst, but the fact that they move before I can see them, that's what gets me. Like I said, my reflexes aren't as good as they once was. And with the loss of that, I can't react as quick to things as I used to. I feel like they got worse since my first playthrough, because I did age a year from the first time that I played till now. Also, I really need a damage up again. I need a level that gives me more damage. Again. If that could happen, I'll be grateful. Speaking of level ups, Roly Poly's gone. Let's see. Oh, I just realized that those flowers move. See, look at it. Right there. Oh, the candles. The fire on the candles move. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that before. Probably because I wasn't ever paying attention to it. It's little details, little things like that you'll never pay attention to unless you're actively looking, I guess. Oh. I wish it was a better way to tell when those guys had their shield up, because sometimes their shield kind of craps out of being viewable. There. Room's too fucking big. There. This was a... You remember the suffix for this floor was too small, right? I do. I feel partially confused. There we go. Okay, so at some point in time, we lost track of the Archivist. I'm gonna guess it was here. This is where we lost track of him. It might have even been in the room above us, but I'm gonna guess it's one of these rooms. Oh wait, it can't be up. That would be silly. Okay, so all I know is he came from one way and the other. Did he go down in this room? I don't even remember that. I don't remember this room for a while ago. Let's see where he goes this time though. He did go down, okay. So we've been heading the wrong direction this whole time. That's fine. We'll make up for it. And then there was Run. We don't need the discount, really, from the Hitchhiker's Guide to Vending Machines. I mean, it's nice. I'll agree to the fact that that discount is going to really help out, I guess, in terms of, wow, they dodged chalk too. What assholes. I thought they only dodged shots, but apparently they dodged chalk too. What douches. Anyway, I saw him, he went down, but we're gonna get some things. This floor played havoc with my equipment. For being a too small floor, the rooms are incredibly big. I mean, how many big rooms did I have to deal with in this floor? Too many, that's how many. And I hate big rooms like this, because I much rather prefer these rooms, these small rooms that you can kind of see everything that you have to deal with, you know. I guess that's why I prefer them. Also, big rooms have a habit of containing way too many things for their size. There we go. I suppose all this chalk I've been hoarding I should start using too, though. But I was actually trying to save it. Don't ask me for what, because I don't even know. I just felt somehow... Oh, by the way, did you notice the cursed art supplies worked on the brick pile just now? There it goes again. Those crits for over 1,000 points of damage are the cursed art supplies. It's one of the few items that works on bosses and enemies as a passive thing, like applied to your shots, since the slowing effect doesn't. Now, the brick pile is one of the bosses that I don't like because he has to drop 3 times. Like, we saw last time, the administrator does not have to summon things 3 times in order to die. No, no, no. If you do enough damage to him, he'll die before he gets a chance to do all of his attacks. One got back. Fine. It'll be the only one, though. Especially because he can never drop again, I don't think. But the brick pile drops those X number of times always. Yeah, I know, D. Ooh, power struggle. That's going to be a pain in the butt, I think. I forgot my only dodge that I have is Garbovin's Sense of Fear right now. I kind of wish I had other things. Once again, though, if you saw it just then, I'll say it again. The chalk arrows are pretty useless. They don't home in on enemies or anything like that. They just kind of fire, and it's a spray and pray in a way, but without the spray and more the prey. There we go. Thankfully, I have a lot of hit points, and that secret voice recorder is really helping out in this respect. Let's see. Ooh, crap. Lots of crap. Now, let's see. Ooh, a zebra sticker. Good. I need the merit bracelet, though. I really do. I've been actually looking for it actively for a bit now. I was hoping that it would be on Ragon's floor, because I usually find it on a terrace somewhere, if I haven't found it already. But I love the merit bracelet. It's so fun, it's so easy, and it gives a lot of crit percent. Okay, so now I'm at an impasse on whether to take the mirror or keep the emblem. And I think I'm going to keep the emblem because it's a little easier to aim. It also goes through things. That's all I meant by easier to aim right there. if you watch that. By the way, 3,209, that's how much damage that guy took just now. Ooh. Need some more damage ups. I'm getting back there because with that extra crit chance. Oh, look! I never thought I'd see the turtle up here because I've never seen an item. Well, that's not true. I've seen a couple. I usually don't see items that come back. If you don't get it on that floor, it usually doesn't come back if it's an item. Well, I guess in the vending machine it does. One, huh? And drink 2 of those. So now I have every chalk augmentation. Ooh. Okay, there we go. I've got chalk that drops when somebody drops a coin. I've got chalk that shoots arrows, chalk that electrocutes people. And, okay, so I'll say it now because I'm nowhere around anything that I care for. I was amazed that on Regan's entire floor there were no magicians. Not one. I need Escher's Compass, by the way, now that I have the Ghostly Marble. It's a good item. I just wish that there was some more to it. You know, I like the piercing though. It kind of helps when there's enemies behind enemies. The thing that defeats it is when an enemy's standing on another enemy, you can just deal damage to both of them. But that happens pretty rarely. That an enemy is just standing on the other one. Unless they're 2 of the same enemy, like the runners at the first floor or whatnot. So I haven't fought the second person yet. I know there's an extra champion on this floor. Not just because of the nature of the floor, but because I have crowns and the item drop lottery, which means there's a little over 100% chance that there's an extra champion per floor. Alright, there's the boss. But we aren't done here yet. We just got 1 level up. We're level 10 now. And this is around the time, like I said, when if you got damage up per level equal to your level, I would finally catch up to the 5s. I would added, let's see, I've added 45 damage by myself. Gangs of New Edgewood, excuse me, to kill the rocking chair and Hitchhiker's Guide to Vending Machines. That's all damage I've added myself already. Ooh. Are they not going to give me my second champion? Or did they, and I'm just stupid because I don't remember them. Was it a guy who swung chairs around? I remember a guy like that. Oh no. I am a goldfish sometimes. My memory fails me at inopportune times. Usually as a point of joke. No, there was a guy, I remember, I killed him. I had 3,000 something to him, and he dropped the zebra sticker. There we go. That's what I was trying to remember. The zebra sticker was this floor too. Buoyant? No, Winged Overseer. I'm gonna face tank him. There he goes. Underlit library. So, a dark area that's even darker. Gotcha. Lots of extra experience, though. There's nobody in this room. 2 shadows. Oh, that was a good teleport, man. Right onto the fire that I made. Whoop. Now, I think it's funny in the library, which is saying something because why would you ever think this library was funny? But the funny thing I think is that no matter how much damage the enemies do, which is a huge amount, the environmental hazards, the fire from the spitty things of doom, only does 10. Only and always does 10. Oh shoot, we're in the horrible areas now. Damn it, I just realized. I forgot that the library has no champions. For a split second. I forgot that I am now championless, which means that my item acquisition has dropped tremendously. It's one thing I hate about the library more than anything. More than the enemies, more than how dark it is that there's no way to get items from things. It's not like it'd be that hard to make champions for the library. You just have to like program X thing to do this thing. They might have to do some really weird coding though, because I think that all enemies who are the exact same enemy type I mean, function on the same code, even if they're champions. My example of this I can give you is the Woundwort Chalk Duster. Sometimes he'll fire 2 chalk shots at the same time, just like the Tabula Rasa version of him will. And I think that's due to the nature of them changing the thing. Anyway, now we got the candle, which will help out. It really helps out in the library, the contraband candle. Woo! Oh, I thought I was far enough away. There's no reason for us to continue, so how many times is this thing going to try and tempt me to fuck up a run? Just every single run I do now has to include the Bloodfather. Well, guess what? I'm gonna do it. Fuck you, I beat you, and you killed me. I don't care. I'll never have to do that ever again. Double KO, I win. Okay, so that happened. Now with the Hand of the Bloodfather unlocked, I've unlocked every item I can without Kickstarter. Kickstarter item, I can't unlock it. I can't do anything to the counselor. He just sits there. I'm stuck with 700 credits and nothing to do with him. Oh my god. This is where I wish I could turn the credits into something, you know? Anyway. Hooray! We unlocked the Hand of the Bloodfather. Thank goodness. I never have to deal with him ever again. I've now unlocked everything for everybody in the library. I don't care that I messed up my potato effigy run. I'm actually pretty happy that I messed it up for that reason. If I would have messed it up and he wouldn't have died, I would have been a little more pissed. But I'm pretty happy for the fact that I messed it up and he died. So, Hand of the Bloodfather has been unlocked. Maybe we'll get it the next time around. Who knows? I'm going to probably put hacking on to make sure we can. Anyway, that's going to be all for it today, folks. Hooray for Bloodfather death. And I'll check back with you next time. Probably through some other means, but ODP shall be coming back slowly but surely. Just, you know, real life dealings and many feels for things that happened over the weekends. Ta-ta for now!